Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Strength for Today's Man. This is volume 32. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I want to say thank you and welcome to all of our new listeners on the podcast, all of our new viewers on the YouTube channel. Welcome. And I thank those of you that have invited you to view and listen to the podcast. And I'm asking you as well, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I love when that happens because it builds our algorithms on the channel and a lot more people have access to the podcast. Now, before we get started today, I want to thank those of you that have gone on to Amazon.com and purchased the journals. And I want to show those that are new what those journals look like and what they are. This is the prayer journal for men. This is a awesome book that you can pick up on Amazon.com. I'm going to have it listed down in the description below, but inside you can see briefly what it is. It's a journal to where you can put your notes, your prayer notes, keynote points, and key verses, sermon topics, speakers, and things like that. Great book for you to pick up, and pick up a few for some friends. Also for men, in the heart of a man, there is greatness. Never, ever give up. I think that's most important in a man's life, that they never, ever give up. It's filled with blank line pages that you can go in and fill that out with your great thoughts and ideas. And women, you know I didn't forget about you. Here you go. In the heart of a woman, there is greatness. Make this day great. It's a notebook journal for women. Also, it's filled with line pages that you can put all your thoughts and ideas in. Thank you again. Down below, you will see the link to go to Amazon.com and purchase that. Let's get started, guys. Time is ticking. Let's go to John 1:43. It says, the next day, Jesus decided to leave for Galilee. Finding Philip, he said to him, follow me. Let's talk about being committed. Are you committed? Can you commit? Do you have a hard time committing? Or are you a person that once you commit, you are committed to the end? That's a true commitment right there. A person that gets involved in a task, a job, or an assignment, and they say, I'm committed to this, and they see it all the way through to the end. There's a lot of people that say, I'm committed, and the next day they drop out. Now, with commitment far as friendships, there's no doubt that you don't know everything there is to know about your best friend. You didn't know everything there is to know about your best friend when you guys first met. And most likely, you don't know everything there is to know about him or her right now. And that's understandable. You're not going to know everything there is to know about a person. It's like getting married. You don't know anything about that person when you get married. You've never been married to that person before. That's where you learn all of the deep secrets that person has. You really know how clean they are. You really know how they sleep. You really know how messy the bathroom is going to be. You really know about that toilet lid being up or down. Things you just learn in a committed relationship. That's kind of how people work, because we don't share everything all at once. Can you imagine going on the first date and somebody's sitting there and they're just throwing up on you? It's everything about me. You're like, no, wait, time out. I can't process that much information. We need to take this a little slower. And then you might find out within all that throwing up, telling you all about them, I don't think I want to be with this person. I think we need to cut this short right now. There are layers and layers and stories that gradually expose themselves over time. The more you get to know a person, the more you get to sit down and hear the person's stories. We grow into our knowledge of each other over time, and over years. Close friends, those that are really close, their actions and their thoughts become predictable. I had a best friend one of the best friends I've had in life. And the reason why I say past tense, just this past October in 2022, he passed. I was devastated. I was brokenhearted. We grew up together since little children in the neighborhood. Our families got close. We were extremely close. We shared everything. We shared our heartaches. We shared our successes. We shared our families, our children, our grandchildren. It was just a great life. And I appreciated his friendship because I could call him my best friend. But even with that, the many years that we spent together talking and knowing each other, there was a lot of things we were still learning about each other because that's just life. That's the way it is. You learn certain things about people over time. And this is the same pattern that exists with God. When Jesus in the story, when Jesus invited his first followers to journey with him. Now, he didn't say, you know what, guys, here you go. Here's a 1,000,000-page contract and explanation offering everything you need to know about what you're stepping into. There you go. Go read it. He didn't do that. The only thing Jesus said was, follow me. That was it. And the amazing thing about that, they did. They just stepped out, committed to it, and followed him. Not too many of us today will take a long journey, a long road trip without GPS. If our GPS isn't working, we're not too excited about leaving for that trip. How many of you listening and watching remember Thomas Brothers guide map books? Remember those? That was our road trip Bible. We broke that bad boy out so we'll know exactly where to go and how to go. And if we don't have a map of some sort today, we're just not going on that journey. And here, seeing how faithful those men were and committed they were, and how Jesus didn't give them a lot of instructions because they learned a lot in the 3 years that they spent with Jesus. Nope. He just said, hey, come on, follow me. The same is true with us. No one knows everything there is to know about God. That's a part of the journey. And we're not going to know everything there is to know about God. I know my wife asked me certain questions about God, and I just look at her like deer in headlights. I don't know. I don't have the answer to a lot of those questions because I don't try to think like God. I don't try to know everything like God. I'm just a finite-minded man. I don't know it all. I'm sorry. I know it's disappointing. But we don't. As humans, we don't know everything there is to know about God. But as we take steps after Jesus, after we take commitment steps to follow Jesus, as we take those forward movements in following him by faith, we start to begin to see how predictable his kindness and his love is. We start seeing how reliable his provisions are for us. Every single day that we pray and talk to God and commune with God, we start to see how reliable he is. We start to see how loving he is. We start to see how his provisions are there for us every single day. Without fail, we have what we need, right? Without fail, we have what we want, correct? Every single day. That's through our faith and obedience to him. He supplies everything we need. Now, today, he may be inviting you to another day of trusting him, another day of committing to him, another day where he's saying, follow me. It's a new day. It's a new journey. Follow me. Just trust me. Are you committed? Let me close with this. God, I am committed to the journey, and I know that you're committed to me. I want to come and see what you have for me today. I am committed to the journey, God. Are you guys committed? This is Strength for Today's Man, Volume 32. I'm Malachi Mitchell. You guys go out there and make it a great day. Be committed to what you're committed to. Be committed to your family. Be committed to your loved ones. Be committed to that job you don't like. Be committed to the ministry that God has placed in your life. Just be committed. And I will meet you right here on the next podcast. You guys be blessed.